What is up? Crafty Take MMA here, and this special night, we're going to be looking at my immediate reaction to UFC 329. Before we deep dive into any of the fights, I went 11-3 on card predictions, so not too bad. These are my verdict picks. My immediate reaction, disappointment. One of the most anticlimactic fights ever. At first I thought Conor was slipping and sliding, kind of like, because Whitaker's feet he was kind of slipping and sliding around the cage. No, he just threw a stupid kick, landed weird, and tore his knee. It sucks too. You can't even use this as hype for Max. Max didn't even have a moment, because everything from the beginning of the fight to the end was just Conor being injured. I put Unk don't got it. We don't know if Unk has it, because we didn't get to see him fight. Just absolute terrible main event. What can I say? Max had him weak at the knees. But that's besides the point. Next fight of the night. The co-main event of the evening. Benoit Saint Denis versus Paddy Pimblett. Something that I thought was really funny about this fight. Their walkouts are just completely opposite. Paddy Pimblett's going out there, doing his little dance, dancing and singing. Benoit Saint Denis comes out. He's getting ready for war. Straight-faced. And Paddy gets a quick sub and starts dancing on him. I said in the pick video that Benoit goes for that crafty man's Marauder man takedown. He was going to get subbed with a guillotine, and Paddy went from guillotine and then went to a mix of what he said was a Peruvian necktie and a darce. All I really have to say for this fight was, what did I say? Next fight of the night. Mario Bautista versus Corey Sandhagen. Bautista won by unanimous decision, I think, 29-28. Really good fight. At the beginning of the fight, I thought it was going to be slow, because I started laughing at myself, because I see Sandhagen switching stances at range, bro. If I remember right, Sandhagen kind of rocked Bautista early. Bautista was a little rocked. But Bautista ended up ripping his knee at the end of the first round. With a Sulayev stretch, I think I said it, Sulayev. And something that was also crazy, you see Sandhagen kind of limping back to his corner, and right as he starts limping, they go to an ad break. So I actually didn't even know, I didn't know if the fight was over until we were out with the ad break. Round 2 goes to Sandman. He was able to kind of hide the injury, but you could still tell it was not at full capacity. Sandhagen still won that round, but because Bautista looked so gassed in the second. Third round was fireworks. Sandhagen's corner told him to kind of keep it at a scientist base, and Bautista rocks him with a left hook, almost finishes him. They go to Sandhagen's 50-50 position. Doesn't really help him, and then Bautista does his best impression of a Marab, just takedown after takedown after takedown. It was a really close fight. I was a little worried it was going to go to Sandhagen. I could see it going either way. First, it was really up to who you had the first round for. Really good fight. Next up, I think they gave this fight of the night. I haven't checked yet. Brandon Royval versus Sloaner Kavanaugh. Beginning of it, Royval was getting takedowns. Royval was pressuring, and he was doing that volume where he just lead side, jab, jab, hook, jab, jab, hook. Kavanaugh was able to counter it a couple times, like I said. Second round, Kavanaugh hurt him bad, and I thought he was going to be out. He keeps going for the ground and pound. Royval kind of goes for an omoplata, doesn't really work. They get back up, and as they get back up, Kavanaugh elbows him in the back of the head, almost finishes him. He does the same hurt animation against Car France. But, I mean, third round was absolute cinema. That's all I gotta say. It was peak. They both rock each other bad. But I don't know what Kavanaugh was doing. Every time Royval was going for a takedown, he was doing his best impression of Dustin Poirier and just jumping Gilly when there's no reason to. And it's not like none of them were really good either. At least Poirier's had a couple where he's good. Not that good. Brandon Royval does a good job. He goes from arm triangle. Leonard Kavanaugh gives up his back. Royval finds the sub. Yeah, fight of the night. Loner will be back. I mean, he's young. He's really good. First fight of the main card. King Green versus Terrence McKinney. McKinney was doing it good early. They were both kind of landing. There's one moment they both start bleeding because King Green landed like an elbow as McKinney was landing his hook. They both start bleeding early. McKinney empties the gas tank early. He's going after the finish. He takes him down, gets his back, and I could tell he was going for the submission over the position. And after he doesn't get the sub after the takedown, he just kind of activates. He activates victim mode. Like, he activates victim state and just eats like 5 teeps to the body. Falls to the ground. Last second TK on the first. Unk still got it. I mean, it's really all you can say. Unk still got it. King Green by the round 1 TKO. The featured prelim of the night, Nikita Krylov versus Robert Whittaker. Whittaker finds that round 3 TKO. First round, I was a little worried for Whittaker. Whittaker was stinging him with the jab and the straight, but Krylov was just big brothering him. Whenever he got in the clinch, he would just throw him to the ground. And after that first round, yeah, Whittaker stung Krylov a few times the first round. After the first round, I think Krylov gassed himself out, honestly. Second round, he activates victim state once again. Second time that's been mentioned. Krylov would blitz in, and every time he'd blitz in, his chin's in the air. Whittaker just hits him, and Krylov looked like a victim. Like, what was Treston Vines? The guy who fought Taba Gautier? He literally got knocked out by the aura. Like, Krylov just was getting stung by the aura of Whittaker. Whittaker was speed-mogging him. Third round, Whittaker hits him a few times. He hits him with a big, I think, left hook, or it was a right hook or something, and just breaks Krylov's jaw, which is pretty ironic, considering Whittaker has jaw problems. Whittaker looks good at light heavyweight. The commentary is really annoying me, because commentary's like, bro, I don't know, Whittaker's looking fat, bro. Whittaker's looking fat. Joe Rogan was talking about that. People forget, man, Whittaker's just so fat at 205 pounds. Like, he beat up Krylov. That was a pretty good fight. Next up, Gable the Loophole Stevenson versus Alicia Ellison. Stevenson got the round 1 KO. I mean, did we really expect anything else? He had some nice body work for heavyweight. Alicia caught Gable with a good elbow in the clinch. Gable hit him in the nuts, which, I mean, that's probably what he's learned from John Jones. Gable's deep breathing a minute and a half into the fight. I mean, give him, like, the number 15 guy. Give him, like, give him Johanito Diniz, bro. Give him that. Great fight. Anyway, next fight of the night, Cody Garbrandt versus Adrian Yanez. Yanez got the first round KO. Not a bad fight. John Anik was reading out an ad as Garbrandt kind of caught Yanez early, and it looked like it was going to be over quick. Yanez was able to kind of cover. And he came back. Garbrandt had a lot more forward motion than I thought he would, especially compared to his last couple fights. But it was almost like old Garbrandt, like 2021 Garbrandt, where he'd run in and just get chinned, leave his chin up in the air. And Yanez is no victim. He did not activate victim state tonight. I mean, nothing really else left to say. Yanez looks slick. Garbrandt kind of left his chin up in the air as he was running in. Next fight of the night, Luke Riley versus Kai Kamaka. Riley's just crazy fast. Kamaka got dropped, kind of recovered, but he wasn't really intelligently defending. Joe Rogan was talking about it like it was the worst stop he's ever seen. He's like, bro, you can't stop Kai Kamaka like that. Which, I mean, it was not that bad of a stoppage. I saw Luke Riley, he said it, he was like, if he took like 2 more shots, he would have been done. And he was just not intelligently defending. You could tell he wasn't really all there. But This finish was diabolical considering the Pinas fight and how that fight ended up. Luke Riley, round 1 KO. I'm excited to see this guy fight. He's critical of himself, which I think definitely makes him a better fight. Like, definitely makes him a better fighter. You know what I mean? Next fight of the night, Cortez versus Wang Tong. I mean, Wang Tong was beating up the leg. I was cooking up some food while I was watching this, and I hear Joe Rogan DC talking about, oh, that leg is beat up. Tracy Cortez's lead leg is beat up, man. Her leg was beat up. She had trouble getting the takedowns because of her leg, because of her beat up leg. Because her leg, like, I think the kicks kind of dead legged her. Cortez won, but she didn't really make herself, like, she didn't put herself out there to the point where people are like, we need to watch her against Shevchenko. She won. That's all there's really left to say. I put illegal here because she need Cortez on the ground. Got a point deducted, 29-27 decision. Yeah, I mean, not the most impressive thing I've ever seen, but definitely not a bad fight, all things considered. Next fight of the night, D. Pinas versus Cesar Almeida. Pinas has so much power. Pause. De Pinas just has so much power as he, like, think about it. Almeida fought the Oleg Jacek brother. He fought Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Fought all those guys. He didn't get TKO'd. He didn't even get KO'd. When Pinas hits people, they don't move. Pinas exploded on Almeida. And this is what I'm talking about. They call the Kamaka finish crazy. And they're here, and they're like, oh, yeah. Tanyoni spends a minute sitting there thinking, like, should I stop this fight? Just diabolical finish. Pinas got some crazy power. Pause. I'm excited to see this kid. I think of this kid fighting Gautier would be cool. Both guys in the middleweight division with a lot of power. Yeah, he had his Justin Gaethje moment yelling at the ref. Pretty good fight. Next up, Basharat versus John Garza. Basharat got the UD. Garza was able to reverse the takedowns early. Basharat had his back, and he reversed in a top full guard. Basharat got his takedowns pretty early. But Garza's chin and his body work and his cardio are just crazy. He also coming in on a week's notice with that crazy chin, with that cardio. I'm excited to see this kid. He had pretty good takedown defense. Basharat would sting Garza with that. Whenever he'd switch southpaw, he'd catch him with that question mark. But, I mean, Garza's just really fun. Dude, Basharat may have won the battle, but Garza won the war. This is what I'm... And what I mean by that is, Garza has made more fans in this fight. Like, Garza being able to do that on a week's notice is so much more impressive than Basharat beating him. I'm excited to see this kid on a full camp. 30-27 is a diabolical scorecard. Garza, I think Garza won the second round. I think 29-28. But, I mean, yeah, this is shades of Guzzi Hines, where it's like people are more impressed by him than the guy who beat him. Anyway, next fight of the night, Ryan Godra versus Zachary Reese. I didn't do the picks. I was seriously debating fake hardcoring myself into picking Zach Reese. I ended up picking Gondra. And Joe Rogan cursed Zach Reese, dude. Jamie, pull that clip up. Joe Rogan says, like, and Zach Reese is just looking good right now. A second after she says that, Gondra hits that big leaping left hook. Knocks out Zach Reese. I'll pull that clip up. But, I mean, that's... yeah, Gondra, it's like it's shades of Joaquin Buckley and Stephen Wonderboy, where he's kind of dipping, and jumps into the hook. There were a couple shots that, like, the ref came in. Gondra landed some shots, which woke up Reese and made Reese kind of get up and wrestle the ref. But, all things considered, Ryan Gondra looks good. I mean, can't really say he looks crazy against after he beat Zach Reese. But I'd be excited to see this kid fight again. next up, and the first prelim of the night, Alessandro Costa versus Cody Durden. Costa won the first round, kind of rocked him early, and rocked him towards the end of the round. Then second round seemed to be going to Durden. Durden was just kind of overwhelming his central nervous system, just throwing a bunch of stuff out, until Durden slips, or I think it was a slip, and Costa got on top of him. Durden turns. Costa gets on the back, like towards the side. Then Durden moves. Costa fully gets the hooks, starts landing shots. Durden moves. Costa goes to the body triangle, and Costa went from face crank to rear naked choke. And just, you can see it. I'll see if I can pull up a clip. Costa squeezed the blood out of Cody Durden. It was crazy. Yeah, I'm excited to see Costa. The hype train's leaving now. Costa is going. I think Costa's just gonna. I think Costa peaks like top 7. I think it'd be sick to see him be a champ. I'll say top 7. And that will do it for my UFC 329 immediate reaction. Leave a like if you like the breakdowns. Leave a comment on what you want to see next. I'm thinking tomorrow I'll probably post what these guys should do next for the next fight. I'm not going to do every single fighter. For sure do all the main card fighters, all the prelim fighters that really impressed me. See y'all boys in the next video. Bye.